Yo, what is up guys, it's your boy Rolex, and today I have a Call of Duty Mobile video for all of you. This one will be talking about my settings. I know a lot of you guys have been asking on stream, on my social medias, on my Discord server, pretty much everywhere. Hey Rolex, what are your settings, what are your sensitivities? And so for this video, I'll be going through my settings and going through each and every little detail regarding what I have and what you guys should have. So let's go ahead and hop on in real quick. Also, comment down below in the video how much you guys are loving the game. I personally am addicted. I've been playing almost every hour of the day on the weekends. This past week I was very busy with school, and so I'm pretty sure you guys know that I missed a few streams throughout the week. But you know, when I have time, I'm playing because I'm addicted. I was a huge fan back then of Call of Duty on console, and so now that it's on mobile and I'm a mobile player, I'm just very happy and very excited, and I can't wait for what is to come. Honestly, zombie mode is also coming, so I'm very excited for that. I used to play that like 6 hours in one session. It was insane. So for the first one, this is the control layout. We have simple mode and advanced mode. If I were you, I would do advanced mode. It's just, trust me, simple mode is just something that you can't really customize as much. Advanced mode is the way to go. So that's the first thing you should do. And shooting mode, one tap ADS, hip fire, or custom. I would do custom, and the reason for that being is that sometimes whenever, so I'm pretty sure the majority of you guys, whenever you guys first started playing the game, you guys had the setting where if you guys would shoot the button, it would automatically ADS to an enemy. And so you obviously want to take that off, but sometimes you want to hip fire if there's a person in close quarters. And so to do that, you go to this little icon right here on the right where it says custom, and have all of these to hip. The assault rifles on hip, SMG, shotguns, LMG, sniper rifles is actually ADS, and I'll explain to you why, and pistols should be hip. So this will be so that if you press the shoot button, it won't automatically just ADS. You have to press ADS first, and then you have to shoot if you want to ADS when shooting for the ones that have hip. For the ones that have ADS, all you have to do is press the shoot button, and it'll ADS automatically. And that's why you have it for sniper rifles. That's why I have it for sniper rifles. I think that the majority of competitive players, as well as, you know, other content creators who are really good at the game, also have this, and the reason being is that it's easier for quick scoping. So let's say, for example, if you want a quick scope, or if you just want to, you know, just have fast reflexes when sniping and all that, and obviously, you know, there's different modes or ways for you to play when you're sniping, right? You can have a typical sniping where it's just you're at the very edge of the map and you're just hard scoping, ADSing everywhere, and when you see someone, you take them out, or you go in gun blazing hot, kill everyone. No, I'm just kidding. No, but pretty much sniping in this game is really fun. And so if I were you, I would have it to ADS, so that way in case you want to do some clips, some close quarter combats, and you're going, you know, shooting left and then shooting right, and then the guy spawns behind you, you want to take him out as well. ADS is the way to go, because the way you do it is you only have to press one button. So you press the fire button, you hold it, he ADSs, and when you want to shoot, you let go. And if you have it on hip fire, you have to press the scope button, and then you also have to press the ADS, or the shoot button, excuse me. And I mean, obviously, you can have it on hip if you want, but me personally, I have it on ADS, just easier for me. And it also depends on how many fingers you use, right? So, for example, if we go to my controls, I personally use 3-finger paw. That's when you use your 2 thumbs and an index finger, whether it's your left hand or your right hand, doesn't matter. And so obviously you can see here that I have it on the left for the index finger. So I press crouch with my left index, and then with shooting and jumping and ADSing with my right thumb, and with my left thumb, obviously I move with the joystick. So it all depends, I guess, on what you use. If you use 4-finger claw, which is your 2 thumbs and your 2 index fingers on the screen, you obviously have that extra finger, and so if you want, you can have it a hip. Me personally, I have it ADS. You should too. But anyways, VR mode, pretty much the same thing, same control layout. It sucks that you have to like have 2 controls. It's kind of like in PUBG Mobile, whenever they had the whole FPP control layout and TVP control layout. I don't know why they're separate. Just have them both, dude. But whatever. Basics. All right, let's go ahead and scroll up real quick. So I have aim assist on. If I were you, I would have aim assist. I personally have aim assist. It just helps out, you know, and helps you hit those shots for whenever you barely start playing the game. Obviously, not everyone's going to be, you know, straight laser beam on your first game. So quick one from prone. I have it on because sometimes whenever you're prone and you want to get up, most of the times it's because you want to move. And so if you have quick run from prone, then as soon as you stand up, you can start running right away. And so that can help you out in situations. Maybe there's a guy in front of you and you just want to get up and go for some cover. Fix R fire BTN, have it on. Fast throw grenade, I have it off because sometimes you want to cook it, and you know, not all the time you just want to toss the grenade right away. Sometimes you want to play strategically and cook it until you throw it, and then as soon as it impacts the ground or in the air, it'll blow up and it'll get you a kill. Joystick auto sprint, so this is for whenever, so pretty much this is an option where if you have your joystick and you push up on it, there's going to be a little icon right there, a running man, and that is so that you can auto sprint if you pull up that far enough and you let go. And I have that on because I don't want to be holding my left thumb and the joystick the entire time while I'm running. Sometimes in the beginning of the game I just want to run, and so you just pull up into that icon, let go, and it'll start running. Fixed joystick, I have it off. This is simply because sometimes, you know, no matter how much you play mobile games, sometimes you can misclick the buttons, especially me, right? I play PUBG Mobile and Call of Duty Mobile, and so obviously the layout's not to the exact, like, you know, millimeter. And so fixed joystick means that your joystick will not move at all, and so you have to press on the joystick in order for you to move left or right, up, or, you know, forward or backwards. And so if I have it off, then that means that if I'm close enough to the joystick, let's say I'm a little bit higher up than where it's actually at, it'll still register your touch, and then that way you can actually move around. And, you know, like for example, if I go to my control layout, the joystick, you can't really see it. Let me go and turn the opacity up. So the joystick's right there. So let's say, for example, if I click a little bit to the left, it'll still register it because it's like right on. It's in that perimeter, right, of the button. And so if you have it fixed joystick, that means that you cannot have that flexibility. You have to be on the button. And so I have it off. You should too. ADS, I have it tapped to ADS. Display left fire button, I have it on. Me personally, I just want to have the 2 fire buttons, right? Like if you have one, a second one wouldn't hurt. Slide, I have hold crouch while sprinting, and this is the reason why. Let's say sometimes I'm sprinting and I want to crouch instead of slide. I just want to tap the button, right? But so if you have it to tap crouch while sprinting, you're not able to go from sprint to crouch. You will automatically go from sprinting to sliding. And so sometimes I don't want to slide. Sometimes I'm rushing and stuff, and I see a guy in front of me. And so in my control layout, I have the crouch button on the top left with my index, and so I use that a lot in gunfight. For example, let's say that if it's a really good player, the majority of good players, when they're in close quarter combats, they try to aim for the head. That's usually just because you'll win the gunfight if you hit your shots. And so if you crouch, obviously he's not going to hit me at all, and so that gives me the advantage of winning the gunfight. So I have hold crouch while sprinting. If you personally don't crouch as often while sprinting like me, then if you want, you can have it tap crouch while sprinting, but I have it hold crouch. And if I want to slide, I just hold down on the crouch button and I'll start sliding. So always sprint, I have it off. Sensitivity, I have it at 65%. Gyroscope, I have it on, and here's why. I personally am a mobile player. I play on a phone. The majority of content creators and, you know, competitive players play on iPad. That was the same thing that happened in PUBG Mobile at the very beginning. People would say iPad's the superior device. Here's why. Well, obviously, you can see things 5 times bigger, right, or 6 times bigger. I don't know exactly what the ratio would be, but if you have an iPad Pro compared to an iPhone 10, which is what I have, the screen size is 5 times, 6 times bigger. So that means that everything is 5 times, 6 times, including the enemy, including your gun, including how, you know, if an enemy is 100 meters away from you, you will see the enemy 5 times bigger on your iPad. So, no, I mean, obviously that has an advantage. But PUBG Mobile, if you guys aren't aware, PUBG Mobile banned iPads in the tournaments simply because it was just too OP. That's why the majority of content creators use iPad, because they're OP and they're, you know, trying to create content. And competitive players or professional players will probably use phone. COD Mobile, I've heard that they will have controller support coming soon, and people are saying that COD Mobile might have it to where iPads, controllers, and phones are allowed. Me personally, I don't believe that. I think that it'll come down to mobile phones. So, anyways, as I was talking about that, gyroscope. The majority of iPad players do not use gyroscope because they don't want to, you know, they don't need to. They have all that room to control recoil, to move around and stuff, and us phone players don't. And so gyroscope is a huge, huge thing. If I were you, if you play three-finger paw the way I do with 3 fingers, I would use on. So I would have it on. Obviously, if you have it while ADS, that's also on, but I'm talking about always on is what they call it, or full gyroscope, that's what they call it. And so full gyroscope is pretty much, even if you're not ADSing, your gyroscope will control your player still. So let's say, for example, if I'm not ADSing, I'm running and I'm moving like this, my camera will move up and down like that. That is because in close quarter combat, sometimes you know, you have like the enemies to your right or something, you have to react fast. Full gyroscope, even if you're not ADSing, you can tilt and you will be able to move your character to the right. Now, if you're using 4-finger claw or more fingers than that, sometimes people use 5, 6. I've seen it myself. Me personally, I would have it on while ADS. You don't need it on full gyro. While ADS is more than enough. This is pretty much to control your recoil. So let's say, for example, when you're ADSing, when you're aiming down sights and you start shooting, gyroscope, you're able to control the recoil by pointing down. So gyroscope is pretty much an extra finger, so to speak. So on iPad, so with iPad players, they don't use gyroscope, but what they do is they use a finger to control recoil, so they tilt down. Here, for people who don't have iPads and are using either thumbs, 3-finger paw, or claw, they use gyroscope, and that's pretty much the extra finger so that you can, you know, control the recoil while also moving left and right and stuff, and not having to use that finger to swipe down on the screen. So if you use 4-finger claw, I would use while ADS. If you use thumbs or paw, 3-finger claw, that's what they call it, then I would have it fully on. That is just going to help you with, you know, obviously controlling recoil and close quarter combat. So let's say, for example, if someone's near you, you can just tilt the phone and start shooting. Invert horizontal and invert vertical, I have those off. It's just confusing. Like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know why people would use that, but you know, if you want to look down, most of the times you look down, right? But maybe they, I don't know. Maybe they just like things opposite. I don't know. Camera FOV. So this is pretty much the range for your character, your perspective. So if you have it all the way to 75, then that means that your character will be fully zoomed in as much as possible whenever you're playing the game. So let's say, for example, if you have a small phone, then it would be in your best interest to probably have it a little bit higher. Or if you have an iPad, for example, you can have it at 51 because you can already, you know, you can already see everything. Me personally, I like to have it around 60 just so I can have, you know, the best of both worlds. But that's just me personally. Weapon aim, reset weapon aim, I have it off. And BR mode, I have pretty much everything turned on. Auto loot, auto open doors, fixed R fire BTN, aim assist, quick run from prone, joystick auto sprint, and fixed joystick again turned off because I want to have that extra room where I can misclick maybe by like a centimeter and it'll still register the touch. ADS, tap to ADS, pretty much the same thing as MP mode. Display left fire button on, slide, hold, crouch while sprinting, always sprint, 65, gyroscope on. Camera FOV 60, and yeah, pretty much the same thing as MP mode, so which is multiplayer. Now the audio and graphics. So first we'll go to audio. So I don't know about you guys, but at the very beginning when I first started playing the game, the audio was super loud for me. The music was immensely, like incredibly loud. UI volume as well, like it was loud in general, and so I turned down the majority of things. Music I have it around 3 just because I don't want it to be silent like right now. You know, I'm just talking and you guys can just hear my voice and it's just a little bit awkward, you know. I don't know. I just like to have, you know, a little bit of music. I'll probably play some music in the background. But the master volume I have it around 80, UI volume 5, SFX volume 50, music volume 3, voice chat 49, and microphone 53. Graphics, very important part of this video. So listen, pay attention carefully, all right? Pay attention carefully. Just do as I say, and you'll be good. All right? Anyways, I have mine to low and max. Now, the reason being is because you want to have every little bit of performance for your phone while you're playing the game, right? You don't want to have any, stutters or lags, or let's say your, desyncs, none of that. You want no frame drops. You want to have your graphic quality at low. Again, right here it says reduce to improve performance, prevent overheating, or conserve power. So if you have an old phone, an old device, which, not everyone has $1,000 to spend every year, or $1,200, whatever phones cost nowadays, especially iPhones. Jeez, Apple. If you have an older device that's not that great, have your graphic quality on low, right? And your frame rate, have it at max. You want to have every single frame. You want to have every single advantage when it comes to gunfights and when it comes to you playing against other players. Now, let's say, for example, that you have OnePlus 7T, baby. What if you have a OnePlus 7T and you're like, you know what? I ain't worried about the performance. Then you can turn it up, medium, high, or very high. Now, as you can see, when you went from low, medium, high, or very high, some other options came up. And so, depth of field, bloom, real-time shadow, ragdoll, and anti-aliasing. Those options came up. Again, this is only if your phone can handle it. But even then, even if your phone would be able to handle it, I would just have it on low, right? But if you want to, you can have these on, make it look very nice, and you can also change the BR mode graphic style to realistic, dynamic, or standard. Me personally, though, I have it on low. Trust me, the majority of pro players and competitive players, people who play this game competitively, have low and max, and that is simply because they want to have every single advantage. They want the phone to perform at its best and have and win. Depth of field, I have it turned on, me personally, and adjust screen, I would have it to auto adjust. Just don't mess with that, no need. Sensitivities, I will actually have another video on this, so if you haven't done so, subscribe to the channel, and I'll probably be uploading this tomorrow. So sensitivities, we'll skip over that. BR settings, if you want, all depends on again your preference, but I have layout A. It's just easier for me to control vehicles and stuff while I'm driving, and vehicle camera, I have it at semi follow. The loot setting, I haven't messed with this, but I think this is the standard stuff. So reflex, holographic sight, 4 times tactical scope, and 3 times I have them all at 1. Medicine, hemostatic, I have it at 10. First aid kit, I have it 6. Adrenaline, I have it 5. Lethal and tactical for the grenades, I have it at 4. Smoke grenade 6. Concussion 0. Nova gas 1. Flashbang 1. Cluster grenade 0. And serial bomb 0. So those are my settings. I haven't been playing much BR on Call of Duty Mobile, just because Call of Duty Mobile is mainly known for that multiplayer, PvP, one team versus one team experience, and so that's just me. Quick message. I'm going in. That's all I'm gonna say. Obviously, language, I have English, and other. There's nothing else. So those are my settings. Again, probably the most important one would obviously be your control layout. Have whatever control layout fits you, and graphics. Again, low to max. Trust me, you're gonna want to do it. Yeah, it looks nice and high. Yeah, it looks nice and very high. But even then, as you can see, when you have it to very high, your frame rate can't even handle max. Your frame rate will automatically go down to very high. So, low and max is the way to go, trust me. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So again, if you guys are interested in watching my video for my sensitivity, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and click on that bell, as I think a few of my subscribers haven't been receiving the notification for whenever videos go up. So again, everyone who's watching right now, I see you right now. I see you on your phone, I see you on your computer. Go ahead and go to the channel and click on that little bell and make it to where you get notifications 100% every time I upload videos, because I have a lot of YouTube videos coming soon for Call of Duty Mobile. Very excited about this game, and I am super stoked for what's to come, and I want to, make some killer content for you guys. So next video will be my sensitivity video, and this right here is my settings video. So hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't done so, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for more Call of Duty Mobile gameplays and tips and tricks. and comment down below as well how you feel about the game, whether you like it, you don't like it, what's the reason for either or, and if you think that you'll be playing this game in the long run, or if you think it is just gonna slowly die off. Me personally, we're going all the way, baby. All the way. All the way. This game, I have faith in this game. I have faith on the developers. I have faith on the scene that will come for competitive. And I'm hoping the best for this game. So, hope you guys enjoy the video. And I have some gameplay for you guys. Is it a double nuke gameplay? I don't know. We'll see. Peace out, guys.
Alright, let's frag out.
Capture the objectives. Enemy taking Charlie. We're capturing Alpha. We're capturing A. Enemy has C. Capturing Bravo.
Target down!
We lost the lead. We're capturing B.
Sniper down!
Recon standing by. Repeat.
Don't push too far.
Recon is standing by.
I was gonna restart the
Ready for
spawn.
deployment.
Changing mag!
Capturing Bravo. We're capturing Alpha.
Oh, we never captured A,
UAV
right?
online.
Target down!
Predator missile on standby. We captured A.
Target down! Sniper!
Oh crap. Couldn't aim to the
Cover
right,
me,
I don't know
reloading! Sniper eliminated! Target down!
We're capturing Bravo. We're capturing B. UAV online.
Sniper down!
why. One shot.
Sniper eliminated!
I died. Choked on the... I had 17 kills, bro.
You good, Scott?
Friendly Predator missile inbound.
Enemy down!
Friendly hunter-killer drone deployed. UAV online.
Sniper eliminated! Sniper down! Cover me! Reloading! Target down!
Recon standing by. Repeat. UAV recon is standing by. Hunter-killer drone on standby. Hunter-killer drone deployed. Predator missile
Target
awaiting
down!
orders. Friendly hunter-killer drone
Or just
deployed.
imagine the VTOL.
Online. Predator missile inbound.
Changing mag!
Capture
Sniper
B.
down!
Hunter-killer drone deployed.
That's all it does.
Reloading! Cover me! Tango down! Reloading!
Oh, we're hooking spawn.
UAV online. We're losing this fight. Losing A.
Frag! Reloading! Sniper eliminated!
I think I got this.
Reloading! Cover me! Reloading!
UAV
Enemy
online.
down! Enemy down!
Friendly hunter-killer drone deployed.
Tango down!
Friendly Predator missile inbound.
Where are they spawning? Oh, he just killed you, bro.
Dude, there's like a glitch where like I clicked it.
Sniper eliminated!
I was on a
Cover me! Reloading!
2 times I killed that.
Hunter-killer drone deployed.
I died as
Target
well.
down!
Predator missile inbound.
I died at 17 kills.
Cover me!
Gets like the...
Lost that round, but it's
Yeah, I
not
died at
over
17
yet.
kills, bro.
Ready
I
up.
literally ran that whole map. I can't find anybody to kill.
Bro, we're killing everybody, dude.
Hunters.
We're
Enemy
killing
taking
everybody.
A. We're capturing C.
I'm using them.
Enemy has Alpha.
Tango down!
Let's say
We
you got 6
captured
kills. What
Charlie.
are you doing?
We lost the lead. UAV online.
Raging
I have a nuke. I have a nuke.
Sure you do. Sure you do. Do it right now. Do it right
I got you. I got you. Got you. Got you. There you go. Nope. There you go, brother. I'm getting a second one right now too. I promise. I'm getting a second right now, dude.
Because I was right behind you.
Don't push too far into. Right. We're probably gonna fix it. Oh crap!
Target down.
UAV recon ready for deployment.
Yep, when they get it.
Sniper down. Enemy down. Reloading.
Oh yeah, you pushed way too far.
Eliminated.
Probably behind us. Who was that?
Cover me. Reload.
UAV online. UAV online. Friendly hunter killer drone deployed.
Tango down. Enemy down. Tango down. Target down. Sniper eliminated. Got shot.
Online. Hunter killer drone deployed.
Target
Capture
down.
Bravo.
Target
Look at
down.
obliteration, dude.
Online.
Reloading. Cover me.
Yeah, just stay back.
Enemy down.
Gotta stay back like right here.
I need
In this
to
corner. In
get
this corner.
Target down.
Yeah, camp it now.
Capturing B.
Target down. Target down.
Pick it up, team.
Sniper down.
Bro, this is like the perfect spot right here in the corner.
Yeah, we like.
Headshot. Changing back.
You have one too?
Friendly nuke has been launched.
Tango down.
Launched.
I'm out of ammo. This is my second one right here, dude. Another one, bro. Back to back. That's a double nuke for me. Hold on. Yeah, no, I need ammo. Just gonna back up.
Close. Fight harder. UAV online. Friendly hunter killer drone deployed.
Oh my gosh, dude. Is that mine? Oh yeah, it is mine. Bro.
I always disconnect into whatever. Yeah.
Sniper down.
No more nukes, guys. Yeah.
That's the end, bro.
Highly doubt he might as well get in.
When's never gonna level up the way you guys are playing? It's just chat. Oh my god.
He's gonna literally kill us.
Yeah, bro. I'm trying to play some rank.
That's
wild. Obliteration right there. That's deletion.
deletion.